Hi ghoulies, I'm Juan here, up with the sun by bringing you lifestyle and fandom realness. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope y'all are enjoying spooky season. It's been such a jam-packed month for me. And this past weekend, I actually got to go to New York Comic Con. And your boy definitely did some damage. We're going to get into this big bag here full of wonderful things. But before we get to that, I'm going to go ahead and share with you some highlights from the con. It's not as long or extended as previous years. I actually focused on being more present this time around. So please enjoy this mini vlog of New York Comic Con and we'll be back. Such an amazing time. I cannot thank my boss enough for the tickets. So my boss every year since I've been employed has been going to New York Comic Con VIP all 4 days. So because of that, they get first access to when the tickets go live. And I had put in a request previous years to be like, oh, do you mind reserving my tickets and I will go ahead and just pay you back. And as of the last 2 years, I have not had to pay for my tickets, which is super generous. Of course, if needed, I definitely would pay for them. It's not a big deal. I think the tickets are about around $80 a piece, maybe 75, something like that. The biggest thing is actually getting access to the most popular days, which is Friday and Saturday. Those days were sold out, and as you can tell from the video, it was super busy. There was just a point where like everyone decided to converge towards the back of the convention center, and everyone was like coming to a standstill, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was getting extremely claustrophobic at that point. I was like, we just need to keep moving. The only time I feel like that is for when I'm in Artist Alley. And for some reason, people still don't know how to respect like the traffic. Like if you're on this side, you're gonna go this way. If you're on that side, you're coming this way. But you know, then there's vendors that are super popular, and there's just lines within the line to get to that vendor or that artist. So totally understandable. It just comes with the territory. But when you're like waddling around like a Oompa Loompa, you're kind of like, what are we doing here, people? Speaking of Artist Alley, I did not end up purchasing anything there, but I will go ahead and link down below a list of artists that stood out to me that I have interest in looking back on in the future, hopefully getting some of their pieces. So you can go ahead and check that down below and give them a follow on Instagram if they pique your interest as well. But this is what you're here for. I know you want to see what's inside this bag. This bag was given to me from the Tokidoki booth. That is the only booth I actually waited in line for. When I go to cons, I'm not really interested in like getting in line for anything. Really specifically, like I just am not a fan. Like I don't need to wait in line to go see a celebrity. I don't need the autograph. I don't need the picture. I'm personally not a huge fan of celebrity culture, so it's something that I can skip every con, like not interested. Of course, I'm happy for the people who do enjoy those things, but I'm there for the merch. And it being some of the most busiest days, you know, it just gets crowded really fast, and so you kind of have to pick and choose what you are really interested in. And I had to make sure that I had a vision of what I wanted when I went to the con, because as you know, I already spoiled myself as it is, so I don't really have anything like I extremely want. So all I am going there for really is to find, is there an exclusive that sticks out to me. I didn't get a chance to go to the Tokidoki booth last year, and I haven't really bought anything from Tokidoki at the cons in 2 years, it seems like. So I had to make sure that this year was the year, and they gave me this bag, which is the con bag, and it's just celebrating 20 years of Tokidoki, so they are having an anniversary, and it's just super cute, and it has the handles here, but it's also a backpack, so you could fill this with your goodies and walk around with it at the con, as we did. And it says 20 years here. It's so cute. I'm sure they had this at San Diego Comic-Con, and so every con they just bring it to there. So if you're a lucky person who got to go to the con and you made a purchase, I'm sure this was part of it. I didn't have to pay anything extra for it. I was like, hey, I'm spending money. And they're like, great, here you go. So these are the badges this year. Here's Fridays and Saturdays. Obviously they highlight an anime that I don't watch. I'm like, okay, cool. And then of course they provide the free lanyards, but I decided to get the official lanyard that says New York Comic Con. I just like the art style of it. It's pretty vintage looking with the pumpkins and the cat, and I just love the colors of it. And normally I actually don't do that, but I was like, you know what, I'm really not doing a lot this con, even though the bag seems like it's full with a bunch of stuff. You know, this was just like, I don't know, what was this, $10? And now me sounding like that lady.
I mean, it's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
But at the end of the day, it's just like, well, you know, I didn't even think I was going to go to this con because my boss had told me that they weren't planning on going to. And then last minute, they're like, hey, actually, I'm going to go. So do you want tickets? And I'm like, of course. Duh. But I actually had to mobile order this because there were already a huge line for the official merchandise for New York Comic Con, and it was a long line and people already waiting to get their things. And I was like, well, I don't know about that. So they actually had an application that you can sign on to for the con that actually lets you go ahead and shop through the app, see what they had available. And the staff was super helpful because I could not navigate it to save my life. I was like, please help me. I'm so lost on this. But yeah, they're just super helpful. Boop, boop, boop. And they're like, all right, we'll see you in 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, thanks. And we walked off and went to go see something else while we waited for the order. So I will start with what I got for the official merch for New York Comic Con. Of course, with every con, they always have their exclusive pins. So of course I had to get one, and it is this pin here of this little pumpkin gal dressed as a Statue of Liberty, and she's adorable. There's a ghost there, there's a cat, there's even a little mouse, and it says NYCC at the bottom there. There's a spider hanging down from the candelabra, which is a bat, super cute, and it says October 2025 there on the book, or the tablet there. And it was just so cute. I wanted this as the shirt, but the shirt was sold out, but thankfully this was still available and I nabbed it while I could. And this with the back looks like, it says Reed Pop. These are the people that put on New York Comic Con, and it's going to look great with all my other New York City pins. Next, I got this pin set, which has like this potion vial here, which is super cute. These are supposed to be like tattoo flashes style of pins, and it says New York Comic Con right there. And I just love these. Here's the candle. You can't really tell, but there's some shimmer here in the flame, and they are single post pins. And here's a better look at the potion ball here. That green actually has a marbling effect to it, and then there's slight shimmer like sandblasting happening in the potion swirl there. Yes, these are single posts. Even though I missed out on the official con shirt, like that Jellicoe pair of the Statue of Liberty, my partner ended up getting a shirt and they got, ta-da, just kidding. The front chest does say New York Comic Con. This is on the left side, but it's this art on the back that's just so freaking cool. So it says New York, it has a night sky, and we have some trick-or-treaters here. So cute. Look at that dog dressed like a little devil. Love this artwork. I'm so glad that they got something that stood out to them. You know, this looks so freaking cool. I love the text of the Comic Con. Really nice. And it says October 9th through the 12th, 2025. The weekend of the con. So, super happy for them. But we did go to the Jellicoe booth because obviously I enjoy their artwork. This is the artist behind my Hocus Pocus here, and I have a couple other prints of theirs as well. There's a store at Grand Central that I know carries their stuff, but I like to support the artist directly if I can. And they were there, and I was letting them know, hey, I love your stuff. Obviously, it's part of my spooky decor. They were so sweet and grateful. And the one thing I noticed that they didn't have on display were pins. And I was like, oh, you guys gonna bring out pins this year? And they said, no, but we brought 4 exclusive shirts to the con this year. So at the booth that you can only get here. And I was so excited, and I of course missed out on that Statue of Liberty version. So I ended up getting this version right here. And it says, I'm going straight to Hell's Kitchen. And it's this little devil here with a slice of pizza, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it says New York City, and I'm just so happy to have this, because y'all, I don't know, this art style, it does it for me. I love it. Hell's Kitchen is an area in Midtown Manhattan, just west of Times Square, and I spent a lot of times in Hell's Kitchen going to the club. They've definitely gotten my money. This is their card, by the way. And I will also add their information down below, so you can go ahead and check them out. Or you can pause this video and scan this QR code. So they weren't located at our side. They actually have their own booth on the main floor, which I'm really excited for them. I mean, obviously they were big enough to partner with the con to have an exclusive pin and shirt. So I always make a priority to go to see if I can get at least one new print from them. But this time around, I ended up picking 2. And the first one I got was this quintessential New York print of Ghostbusters. So then we have the 4 Ghostbusters there. We have Slimer. And then we have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I did ask for them to sign it, and they did right here, which is super grateful for. I love signed art prints. And this wasn't extra. It was just included. They were just, again, super grateful. I love their artwork, and I really do enjoy it. So it's really oddballish. I don't know, but I just love it. And obviously, quintessential New York. It's based in New York. It's just amazing. So I love that I have this print. And the next print I got, of course, was Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh. How can I pass this up? I mean, look at them. We have the Sandworm. We have the Maitlands there, we have Beetlejuice and Lydia there in their wedding. We even have the officiant here. You don't really see him in a lot of things, so I think this was super cool and unique. And of course, he just got them right. And again, he signed it here. I'm super grateful for that. So love this, obviously. He does a lot of different fandoms, so please go ahead and check them out. You'll definitely find something that you will enjoy and order from them. You won't regret it. They're so cute. I decided to go to the app because you can find vendors through the app. They have a map that you can use, and they can do it from where you're at and like tell you the path to get to that booth, which I thought was super helpful because I was not about to like walk all the way around aimlessly looking for this place. So I went to the app, went and saw where it was taking me, and it took me to the booth of What's Your Passion Inc. And I'll put that down below if you're interested, because what I'm about to show you I think is still available on their website, and they are these NYCC con exclusive Care Bear spooky pins. What? Absolutely obsessed. This is Care Bears in the style of Hocus Pocus. So we have Cheer Bear as Winifred Sanderson, we have Wish Bear there as Mary, and we have Share Bear there as Sarah. And they're looking over their sunny cauldron. It's just so adorable. It's a wonderful mashup. It is slightly raised, so you can see that. So it's slightly coming off of the pin. They had that Care Bear I think I picked up last year of one of them on the pumpkin, and this year they came out with two different ones, so they're not as big, but I was like, I need this. You can barely see it, but there's a chunky star with a witch hat on, and this is what the back looks like. And then they have Bear Busters. Oh my gosh. And it's Funshine Bear. And so gorgeous and shimmery with all those spooks around them. Oh my gosh, just adorable. I can't get over this. And this is what the back looks like. So after that, of course, I continued having the pin bug, so I was on the hunt for something else that stuck out to me, and then I was able to find Boogie's Boys. So this is from Pin Plugged, and they had a good number of pins that I was interested in, but I was like, no, just get it down to what you really want and what really sticks out to you. And so I opted for Boogie's Boys because y'all know how obsessed I am with them. And we have Lock, Shock, and Barrel here, but they have their masks on. And it's just a nice size pin, and it just looks so good. And this is them off the back card. It's pretty lightweight. It's not heavy. Obviously screen printed on, but I love the colors, and they are very distinct. You know exactly what you're looking at. His mask is definitely much redder, and his face is more malicious, but I really love that. And this is what the back looks like. It doesn't have their name, but it does have that little smiley face emblem of theirs. And then I ended up picking up this Super Nintendo one for Bay. You know, because we're of a certain age. We're not born post PlayStation 4, okay? So yeah, this was really good. This is only $10, so not bad. It's a nice size pin too. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what I actually ended up picking up from the Toki Toki booth. Now they always hand out these fans for free, like because they get super hot in there, so it's like a freebie that if you're in line, they'll gift one of these to you. But I love this one because the print is different every year, so it's not the same. This year's print, of course, is celebrating the 20th anniversary of Toki Doki, and there's so much artwork packed onto this, so I'm obsessed. They did have a con exclusive, so I ended up getting this little baby right here. This is Bagel Besties. This is a Unicorno, and you can see there that is a con exclusive. But I just love the theming. The artwork never fails. So inside it does come with a sticker, and here's a little Bagel Unicorno. There it is with the schmear on it. Bagels, yes, are a good essential part of New York breakfast culture, food in general, snacks in general. I don't know. Do I get much bagels? Not really, because it's a lot of bread. But, you know, it's all about the schmear. So, NYC there on the body there. Super, super cute. The filling of these bagels could be quite thick. So, but look at that. Super cute. This is like an everything bagel. Oh my gosh. But I didn't just stop at the Unicorno. I ended up getting the con exclusive t-shirt. You can see that Unicorno, and it says New York City Toki Doki. But the back, oh my gosh, look at this. So, so cute. And you have the Unicorno on the bagel with the little Greek coffee cup pal there. So, so great. And the apple, and the bird, just obsessed. The checkered pattern, it says New York City, New York. Obsessed. Love this. But the biggest thing I end up getting from the booth, and yes, there's something else, is something that is sold out online. And I was so bummed I didn't jump on it when I did, because I was like, oh, it's kind of pricey. This is probably the most expensive thing I bought at the con. But I was in line, and when you're in line, they have these little QR codes posted where you can scan and you can look at the menu to see what they have available at the booth. Which, when I saw this item was available, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Screw everything else. I need this. So I did opt to like not get a couple other things, you know, like I can get some of the stuff online anyway. So anything you can buy online, I was not looking to buy in person. So when I saw this, I was like, this is it. This is my grail item for this con. I need this. And it is this special Dia de los Muertos edition Unicorno zip-up hoodie. So we have this beautiful Katrina style unicorno here, Day of the Dead, gorgeous, on the front pocket. We have these beautiful screen printed on flowers here on one of the arms. Oh sweet, it's on both arms. Love the colors, so cute. But y'all, it's the back of this that I'm like, need. And here's the back. With this gold foiling, Dia de los, and then we have this unicorno, just beautiful. And it says Muertos. Yeah, I could not say no to this. I was like, but look at the zipper pull here. The front is the Tokidoki emblem of the heart and crossbones. And it's like pearlized. It's just so gorgeous. I cannot get over this. And I'm so happy that they had it available at the booth. So I was like, yes! Christmas came early. You might recall in that video, there was a short clip of the Universal Monsters as like a rock band. Well, that was at the Culture Fly booth. They're behind that Stranger Things popcorn bucket of the Demogorgon that opens up that people have been raving about. It's cool, but I don't collect popcorn buckets. There's not enough room for me to start something like that. But what there is room for is these little mystery boxes. So we have here WSQK 94.5 FM, The Squawk. This is a mystery box, and it has some items inside, so we're actually going to go and open this. Y'all, of course, I am super excited for Season 5. I'm getting so ready for it. I've already bought plenty of merch in preparation that I'm going to be sharing with y'all soon. Well, maybe not soon, but you'll definitely will see some stuff in honor of Season 5. But this is the first look. It says Hawkins Hitmaker there, and this says Rockin' Hawkins. As the back looks like, super cool box. So it opens from the top. There's a little sneak peek. And the first item I'm sharing is this rubber chicken. This is an icon because I'm sure this thing squawks. And this does squawk. But it has a little bandana. Just something so random. Oh, I guess this does come off if you want to take it off. So this is the first item. It also comes with a mini poster and some stickers. So we have more squawk stickers here. And we have this one, and look, it has a number here at the top where you can call in and request a new hit song. And then we have the poster at the top. It says there's a new radio in town, which is so cool. The Squawk, Hawkins Hitmaker, hosted by Rockin' Robin. That's so freaking cool. And it says at the bottom, have a request? Call us. And it's the same number. Oh my gosh. This is crazy cool because obviously, spoilers. Sorry about it, but this gives you such a good insight of what's coming. I'm really excited. And then we have this little radio here. So I think this is, oh yeah, this is a pair of crew socks. So we have official WSQK socks here. And at the top of them, it has the phone number there as well. Super cool. I will be wearing these during the viewing. And then we have this little mini album, but out of it is coming. We have this vinyl record pin with the radio station on it. Wow. So excited. This is definitely going on my Stranger Things board. This is what the back looks like. So this is an exclusive pin to this box. And then the last item is this mug. And it does feature the crew there. And here's the mug, the official WSQK mug. Oh my gosh, so excited. This is 11 ounces. It's ceramic. It is microwave, dishwasher safe, top rack for the dishwasher. Might get hot in the microwave, but yes, I'm always looking for a new mug to enjoy coffee with. And now I get to enjoy this with season 5. Y'all, I am so set. I'm so excited. This box was retailing for $25. I'm not sure if it's available on their website, but you can go ahead and check it out. I'll link it down below so you can see. I think it's worth it. I mean, a mug, a pin, a pair of socks, some stickers, a mini poster, and your very own rubber chicken. It's a great box. And so if you're not able to pick one up, I actually nabbed a second one for one of you lucky subscribers. Yes, so this will be included in one of our future giveaways that I'll be hosting in a couple weeks here. If you want a chance to go ahead and win this, please go ahead and make sure that you have subscribed if you haven't already. That is the end of this video. I super appreciate your time here. I love everything that I got. There's not one regret. And I'm so excited to go ahead and continue on the fun for spooky season. Comment down below which item is your favorite. Are we twinning on anything? Huge thank you to all my subscribers. Your support means the world to me. Please continue to like, comment, and share this video with someone you think that might like it. And if you want to be the first alert to when that giveaway video is coming, please make sure you have that bell notification set to all so you're notified for future videos. I hope y'all are having a wonderful October so far. Please remember that you can hit me up on Instagram and we can connect there and have a conversation. Again, I love making new friends. And with that, be safe, tell someone that you love them because tomorrow's never promised, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!